friend. Lady Arabelle is waiting for you upstairs.
Another one of my favorite associates, back safe and sound. And were you successful? Did Captain Suzo find anything important at the shoals? Well, that corroborates what the Dockmaster told you. If Prince Ernskar is still alive and made it to Amanos, perhaps the other Alliance leaders did as well. Of course, that doesn't mean they're safe. Only a small part of the island is hospitable, and Amanos Station is barely that. The rest of the island is an untamed jungle full of deadly plants, wild creatures, and gangs of prisoners. Not exactly a stroll in the park. House Menard controls Amanos, but they restrict their oversight to Amanos Station and the prison stockade. They leave the jungle to the prisoners. Either the royals washed ashore in the jungle, or the Menards are keeping their arrival secret. Soon, my dear. First, prepare yourself while I finish making the needed arrangements. We'll head to Amanos in due time. For now, remember all we have learned thanks to your efforts. Take this as payment. You more than earned every gold piece. I hoped that by investigating the Ascendant Order, we'd uncover a clue as to how to find the missing Alliance leaders. Now we have it on good authority that they may be on Amanos. From the cookpot to the campfire, as my great-aunt Ailes used to say. It's just a saying, dear. As you're still on retainer, I'd like you to spearhead our rescue efforts. Jakan will go with you to the island, then you'll split up to search for the royals. It's risky, but there's a lot of ground to cover. Aboard a prison ship. They sail for Amanos regularly from the Dufort docks. We'll be contracting the services of a Captain Basrush. She's a dear friend. Jakan and I will meet you there after I finish briefing Captain Colleen and the others. While you head to the Dufort docks, I'll discuss our plan with the Alliance captains. We'll need them for this to succeed. Captain Basrush will get you to the island safely. I know for a fact she can't refuse a purse full of gold. Captains Colleen, Suzo, and Zaji have been procuring ships just for that purpose. The waters around Amanos are treacherous, but I have faith in their skills. I wish I could send more agents to help you, but I prefer to keep a low profile. For the same reason you're traveling by prison ship, so as not to alarm House Menard. We still don't know the extent of their involvement, or if they're making their own play against Emmerich and the others. Anything else, dear, or can we get moving? Sometimes I lose track of days myself, dear. Lord Bacaro hired me to provide security for the upcoming peace talks. I oversaw the arrangements to get the Alliance leaders to High Isle safely. Unfortunately, the Ascendant Order uncovered those plans. Precisely. These bandit knights tried to kill High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, but the Magus lost control of his spell. Thanks to you, we now believe the leaders are on the island of Amanos. We're going to rescue them, my dear. The entire archipelago sits atop the bones of an ancient volcano. Sheer cliffs, jagged reefs, and dangerous currents make Amanos a perfect site for a prison. The only safe landing on the isle is the dock at Amanos Station. I suppose you can call it that. It serves the nearby prison stockade, though the worst offenders are banished to the jungle. The Empire used to send prisoners to Amanos, and it still is a dumping ground for people the authorities want to disappear. They do something to the prisoners. They call it processing. Once that occurs, they can only survive in the Amanos jungle. They go anywhere else, they die. At least that's what they tell them. So yes, the jungle belongs to the prison gangs. It's a closely guarded secret, I'm afraid. When prisoners are selected for banishment, they undergo some sort of magical or alchemical treatment. After that, they can only survive in the jungle. Is it true? Does it matter? The prisoners believe it. House Menard runs the prison stockade for the Daggerfall Crown. They profit off the prisoner exchanges, the mines in the jungle, other prisoner labor. And they maintain Amanos Station, the only true civilization on the entire island. Oh, Bazrush is delightful. You'll get along with her smashingly. We met when she was a smuggler operating along the Sentinel coast. Now she runs under a charter from House Menard, ferrying prisoners and supplies to Amanos Station. Goodness, no. It served as a haven for pirates and smugglers once, before the Empire decided it was a perfect place to dump its undesirables. Political prisoners, prisoners of war, rival nobles. Emmerich continues the practice to the current day.
Wait, what? The prison island? Shouldn't I get a say in this?
Oh, I know you can't stand to be left out of the action. Think of the stories you can tell of your daring escape.
Well, that's true. I guess I'm easy to read.
Like a book, dear.
Sorry, Lady Arabelle, I couldn't find any of the volumes on your list at my last port.
No time for books today, my darling. My friend has a favor to ask, so play nicely.
Good health to you, Wayfarer. I'm the captain of the Shackled Guar. Now tell me, what grand adventure has Lady Arabelle drafted you into, and what does it have to do with me? Talk fast, Mainlander. I sail for Amanos on the tide. Oh? And I suppose she's offering her usual pouch of gold and the promise of an evening's company at her manor? She does know the way to this sailor's heart. If that's your port of call, who am I to argue? Just know the dangers before you step aboard my ship. If they process you in the stockade, you'll never leave Amanos alive. If you head into the jungle, beware the beasts and the gangs of banished. The gangs of prisoners who band together to survive in the jungle, they're all bad, but the green serpents are the worst. Here, for you and the pretty boy. Disguises. Put them on and try to look appropriately forlorn as you go aboard my ship. You need disguises because you want to travel aboard a prison ship, and because you want to avoid notice when we reach Amanos. So, disguises. You'll look like just two more poor bastards bound for the prison island, guaranteed. You know the lady. She picks up strays wherever she goes. Helps with her work, and she enjoys the company. The first time we met, she was supposed to arrest me for smuggling. Instead, she turned me into an operative and we broke a much larger ring. Oh, the lady has her ways. And I could never say no to a pouch full of gold and a pretty face. Say, your face is pretty. Maybe if you survive and make it off Amanos, you can call on me. Just ask around the docks. Everyone knows Old Bass Rush. The shackled guar is just down the pier. Move, you dirty prisoners!
You get them there, you old sea dog, and I'll get them out.
I'll do my job, Arabelle. And remember, I like pomegranate wine with my salted mutton.
Inside, prisoner. Move! The garrison's safe now. There'll soon be another fight. Another way to raise our weapons in battle. Mark my words.
Better behave. Psst. Over here. Like my new outfit? What better way to search Amanos Station than disguised as a jailer, huh? I'll see what I can learn about our missing royals here in the stockade and around town. You head to the jungle. From what I already heard, you need to hurry. Before I engaged in 2 of my 3 favorite activities, eavesdropping and thievery, I heard the jailers talking about a bounty placed by the Green Serpent's prison gang. They're offering a reward for 3 nobles that washed ashore in the jungle. What else could it be? Do you know of any other noble-born people who were lost at sea in the area? So head north and go through the big gate. That's your way into the jungle. Meanwhile, I'll see whether or not House Mornard is involved in all this. First, find the leaders. If you can't do that, find the serpents. One of them is bound to know something. I hear they have a camp northeast of the jungle gate. And take this flare. The 3 captains are circling the island waiting for your signal. Try not to let anything in the scary jungle kill you. Just head north, go through the gate, and head north some more. I hear there's a Green Serpent camp out that way. Hey, you got this! I mean, you probably got this. If anyone's got this, it's you. Ooh, that's hurtful. And here I thought we were friends. But let me think. Oh, there's a coin fort on the far side of the island. Steer clear of that unless you run out of other options. It's controlled by the serpents, and they're stone-cold killers. I haven't seen any signs of the Order here on Amanos. Yet. But there must be a connection, right? How else would the serpents know about the Alliance leaders if the Ascendant Order didn't tip them off? And I'll start digging around out here. Oh, and if you were wondering, I'll hop a ship back to High Isle when I'm finished. Easy enough out here in Amanos Station, as long as you don't look like one of the prisoners. After you secure the royals, find a clear beach and fire that flare.
You think the serpents were telling the truth? Freedom? If we find the lost nobles?
You know the Kaishit he's saying. If it sounds too good,
It probably is.
Stranger, those stockade ruffians hauled away my husband. Can you help me? You're actually stopping to help? Everyone else ignored me or looked at me as though I were insane. my husband and I, we were here at Amino Station on business. Then the jailers grabbed poor Valentine and dragged him away. Into their damn prison stockade. And it won't be long before they finish processing him. Then they'll banish poor Valentine into the jungle, and I'll never see my beloved again. Help me save my husband, stranger. I'll pay you handsomely. Please. On the prison island of Aminos? Hardly. Besides, there's no time. Here, take this bottle of Dufort Red. It's a rare vintage that Jailer Omdil absolutely adores. Give him that and he'll let you inside. Then find my Valentine and get him out of there. Here, I'll mark a location on your map. There's a spot out in the jungle where we can meet. I'll have us away off this cursed island by the time you collect Valentine and get there. Just give Jailer Omdil the wine, get inside, and find my husband. I do my research. Everyone in town says Jailer Omdil loves wine. They also say he's willing to look the other way in exchange for a free bottle every now and again. He guards the back way into the stockade, which is perfect for your purposes. Nothing illegal, if that's what you're asking. Well, nothing overtly illegal. We were watching the ships come and go, looking for a suitable crew and cargo we could take advantage of. We're thieves, all right. Maybe the jailers recognized Valentine. Look, I may have exaggerated my distress when we met, but everything I told you is true. They grabbed Valentine for no reason, and if we don't get him out, he'll be lost forever. It's not just the dangerous currents that make Aminos a prison. They do something when they process the prisoners. Magic or alchemy, I don't know the details. But anyone banished to the jungle, they can't survive anywhere but on this accursed rock. It's a perfect prison, and totally inhumane. Aminos Station is the only safe place on this damn rock. It consists of a port, a town, the prison stockade, and the jailer's keep. The rest of the island is a dangerous jungle, full of ferocious beasts. And I don't just mean the prisoners. The jungle's as bad as the darkest pit of oblivion. Wild beasts, monsters, and banished marauders roam freely. Valentine wouldn't last 2 shakes of a guar's stubby tail out there. And if they process him, he'll be trapped until something kills him. I don't know. It depends. Some prisoners undergo processing within days. Others get to remain in the stockade indefinitely, as a reward for some service or another. The jailers call them trusties. I'd use a different word. There's no need. Getting to Aminos isn't hard. Getting off the island? That's another matter. Besides, between the gangs, the creatures, and whatever the jailers do to process the prisoners, only the toughest survive. And they have nowhere to go. Look, Valentine and I are thieves, and we're damn good ones. Getting into and out of impossible situations is what we do. In my case, I've had time to plan and prepare. Valentine didn't get the chance. That's why you need to go in there and help him. It's simple. You find my husband before they process him, escort him to the location I marked on your map, and we all get away before the jailers notice a thing. Trust me. Valentine and I have been doing stuff like this since the moment we met. Funny story. Mabson hired us separately to pull off the same job. She hoped we'd kill each other, to eliminate the competition, you understand. The look on her face when she found us, arm in arm, waiting in her chamber 2 nights later. Priceless.
You're not supposed to be on this side of the stockade fence, prisoner. Get back inside or there'll be consequences. Have you lost your senses? Why in the name of Rupka's starry britches do you want to go inside? There's nothing but murderers, cut purses, and thieves in there. They'll eat you alive. Is that... It is! A rare du Fort Red! My favorite! Alright, take this outfit, wear it, and the jailers will think you're a trustee and leave you alone. Oh, but watch out for any jailers carrying a torch. They can spot a disguise in a sandstorm. As for finding a thief, I'd check the head jailer's office in the keep if I were you. You want to see if the thief you're looking for has been processed yet or not. The head jailer keeps a ledger with that information. Put on that trusty outfit before you head inside. If you get caught, we never had this conversation. Understand? Good. Depends on your intentions. If you just want a word or two with the thief, the head jailer keeps records of which prisoners are in the stockade and which have been sent to the jungle. On the other hand, processing means a lot more if you're planning a rescue. But I don't want to know nothing about that. If the thief has been processed, then he's already been banished, or he's about to be. And once that happens, there's no leaving this island. At least not alive. What? Do I look like some fancy robe from the Mages Guild? The process is magical, I think. Or maybe alchemical. Anyway, a processed prisoner can only survive in the wilds of Amanos. If you can call living in that jungle surviving. Now go away.
I don't care what you say. I'm heading into the jungle.
Don't be stupid, Rasa. You're safer here in the stockade.
I am a good hunter. Freedom or death.
Look at here. New meat. You've got big ears, new meat. But if you must know, word around this stockade is that the Green Serpents are offering a way off this rock. Something about friends in high places. You just need to find a trio of nobles supposedly wandering the jungle. What gave it away? The fact that no one gets off this rock? Or that the serpents have friends in high places? Or maybe how ridiculous it is to imagine nobles lost in the jungle. I'll tell you what I told Rasa. Going into the jungle is crazy.
You don't belong here, do you, little mouse? Come and tell Garwillith all about it. You may be able to fool the less attentive jailers and inmates of this place, but not me. Don't worry, I won't reveal your secret. As long as you tell me why you're here, of course. Valentine, Valentine. Yeah, maybe I know such a person. You seem the courageous sort. Let's make a trade. Help me get revenge on another inmate, and I'll point you in the right direction to find... what's his name? Oh, nothing violent. A trustee named Yavara likes to make camp on the platform over there. All I need you to do is steal something from a jailer and place it in her bedroll. Simple as dirt. Do me this favor, and I'll tell you where to find Valentine. Not just any prisoner, Yavara. That viper used something I found to earn her status as a trustee. I should be the one getting 3 meals a day, a spot on the platform, and a guarantee I won't be processed. Help me teach her a lesson, and I'll help you. Great. Listen carefully. Jailer Zalze keeps his footlocker nearby, and I happen to know he never locks it. Just reach in, grab something valuable, and stick it in Yavara's bedroll. She's got eyes like a hawk, though, so you might need to distract her.
Get away from my bedroll!
A new trustee? The jailers never tell me anything. She said what now? Rotmeth? Amgurf smells bad, but not that bad. Time to deliver the ouchies. Out of my way, friend! Hey, Yavara! Come and insult me to my face! I dare you!
What are you talking about, you big oaf?
You said I smell worse than a wood elf's rotmeth!
I said no such thing, but it's true. Your odor could knock out a mammoth!
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Let's see how you smell without a nose!
You wanna fight, big boy? I'll give you a fight!
Well, were you able to slip one of the jailer's valuables into Yavara's bedroll? Excellent. My turn. I never renege on an agreement. Valentine arrived in the stockade earlier today. We got to talking, and he asked me to help him slip into the caldera. That's what the jailers call the area between their keep and the gates that lead into the jungle. Not the safest place to go wandering, in my opinion, but Valentine insisted. Valentine said he needed to check something past the big tree, near where the waterfall plunges down. Head north out of the stockade until you see the river, then follow it toward the falls. My guess is you'll find him in the clearing to the west.
You think the serpents were telling the truth? Freedom? If we find the lost nobles?
You know the Kaishi's saying. If it sounds too good,
It probably is.
Time for your belongings check, Yavara. Don't mind us.
Hey, what's my locket doing in your bedroll?
What? No! How'd that
That's it! Your status as a trustee is revoked, and you're going to processing.
No! Not the jungle! I'm innocent!
Move! This platform is for trustees, not the common rabble. You'll be on your way to the jungle before you know it.